Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video, and a little bit of a different style of video today. We'll be taking the car to get dropped off. It'll be getting a two-step paint correction and a full ceramic coating. They'll also be doing the glass and coating it, and they'll be doing the faces of the wheels with the ceramic coating as well. I did make an intro video. This is actually technically after the procedure has been done, but I made an intro video. The file got corrupt, wouldn't let me take it off my camera, so I'm having to kind of do an after video to reintroduce the series of vlog videos that I took. Now, the first set of videos will be me removing the factory wheels, giving them a real quick cleanup, just to remove the gunk that had come from off the transporter and also from the brake discs now that they've kind of bed in a little bit. And then also cleaning up the calipers and ceramic coating them. And I did that to save myself a little bit of money, because it would have been a whole bunch of extra change to have the wheels removed and coated and the calipers coated by the detailing shop. So I figured, you know what, I'll do that beforehand. I'll take the wheels off and clean them in the, the days leading up to the drop off, and that way it's one less thing that they have to do. So yeah, so we'll jump into the video clips of me cleaning the wheels up and the calipers, and yeah, kind of see the process. So what I'm gonna do is gonna pull this wheel off. Got my jack under the ZL add-ons jack pad that you can't really see, but it's under there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this wheel off. See here, these are the factory forged wheels, so they're machined from a single billet of aluminum. You see all the pocketing here for weight saving. Pretty nice. And yeah, this is how the car came off the transporter. Plenty of brake dust. I did give it a quick wash when I got it home, just to check for any damage to the paint. And that's about as far as I could clean with my brush, because the brakes are so big, I couldn't get my wheel woolly any further into the wheel. So had a lot of cleaning up to do. And you can see here it says these are made in the Super Alloy is the manufacturer. 20 by 8.5 the fronts. You can see there the GM stamping, so they're made for General Motors. Yeah, beautiful factory forged optional wheels. Ginormous 6-piston Brembos. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the stickers off, clean these calipers up, and then ceramic coat them so that they'll make keeping them nice and clean in the future just that little bit easier. So yeah, that's it. A little bit of prep now that I've got the car in the garage. Get her all set up. So even though the wheel was cleaned as much as I could when I gave the car its initial wash, there's a lot of gunk on the inside of this wheel. A lot of gunk. So I'm gonna get this cleaned up and I'll be ready to throw it back on the car. Just using some regular shampoo, no aggressive cleaners. And some very mediocre detailing. Just a basic wipe down with some TSF snow foam. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to cleaning this wheel, and I'll show you when I get it back on the car. See if that's a good angle. I think it's kind of okay. Yeah, it's not the best angle. Let's try this. So what we'll do is, I've got some Sequartz UK. Obviously most people use this on the paintwork. You can definitely also use it on wheels, on calipers. Prepped the surface with some P&S paint coating surface prep, so there's no dust took the sticker off the bottom, so it's ready to go. Put a generous little splatter of the coating on here, and then try and get good coverage in the face, and then on these kind of larger areas on the top, and then kind of dig my fingers into all these little cracks here so that the coating get underneath the little brake line at the bottom there. And you just want to really make sure that you get the coating into all the cracks, because that's what's going to make the difference when it comes to keeping these clean, so the brake dust doesn't have an easier of a job sticking to the surface when you wash it. So it looks pretty good. Just give that a minute to set up on the surface. Can't really see it flashing, so we're going to have to just do it more on time more than anything else. I can kind of see a little bit. You just see it just starting to kind of rainbow a little bit right there. So I've got a fresh microfiber. Give it another little bit longer just to make sure that the coating's ready to be wiped off and leveled. And that's good. So I'm going to just be really thorough with wiping this down. Really dig my fingers in here, get all the cracks and crevices around the brake line at the bottom here, inside of the caliper edge, because these brakes are so huge and the wheels are a nice open design that you're able to see a good amount of the brake calipers through the wheels. So it's definitely going to pay off to have these a little bit easier to keep looking clean and glossy with regular washing, because you do this once and then it just makes life a lot easier in the future. I mean, this is probably going to last maybe 12 months just because of the heat. You know, the coating's going to fail longer than it would just on regular paint. But pretty much every 12 months is a good time frame anyway to do a little bit of a decontamination and a tidy up, even on the car's paint. So if you pull the wheels off and give them a more thorough cleaning at the same time, you could always clean and reapply some coating to the calipers. But I feel that feels good. It feels like I've leveled all the little cracks. So pretty pleased with that. It looks nice. Get the camera to focus in here. Come on. There we go. Yep. So I got all the way underneath, all the way around with the sea quartz coating. So there we go. I'll go ahead and put the wheel on now. So I did do a test fit of my aftermarket wheels on here. I mean, the gloss definitely looks pretty crazy, but the reason I'm favoring these is quality, because I know these are factory forged. Those are not forged, those are cast, and they're a Chinese replica. So the quality of the wheel is undeniably better on this one. So I'd rather just choose quality, you know, sacrifice a little bit of the visual, because those definitely pop more. But these ones, quality, forged. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the satin black ones on and sell those ones. But definitely a nice combo, the gloss black caliper with the gloss black wheels and the gloss black front lip. But these look nice also. So that's what we're gonna do. Yep, I'm gonna get the wheel back on the car. Same thing on the rears. I just cleaned up the rear caliper. Took the stickers off. Had some kind of barcode sticker on it. I took that off. Cleaned it, ceramic coated it. So that looks all perfect. Alright, so there we go. Detail on the inside of the wheels and the ceramic coating of the calipers is all done. So now we'll be ready to take the car over to the detailing shop in a couple days and have them do the whole rest of the car with the full ceramic coating. So yeah, let's go. So here we are, driving to Shine Detailing in Yorba Linda. This is my first time actually driving the car other than picking it up and bringing it home from the dealership. So I have like 66 miles on the odometer. The car's driving really nicely. It's a beautiful day here. So yeah, the car's going to be going in and it's going to be getting a two-step paint correction and crystal serum light, which I believe is a 5-year coating. This car lives in the garage, so the coating should last me a few years. Give it the best chance of lasting a while. Since it's not parked outside full time, the coating should hold up pretty well. But more than anything, this thing just needs a really good paint correction. There's a lot of funk on the paint from all of the shipping blocks that were stuck to the bodywork, like along the hood. There was some foam protective blocks that were there. There's like adhesive where they were sitting on the bodywork. And then there's also a lot of swirl marks. I guess the dealership must have washed the car when it came off the transport truck, and they put plenty of swirl marks in the paint. So they all need to be cleaned up. And then the interior just needs a really good wipe down. You can see here how it had plastic protective stuff over all of the interior stuff. That still has the plastics on the control panel here. But the interior just needs a nice kind of mini detail just to clean it up. And then it will be looking much nicer in here. I haven't touched anything yet. I didn't want to mess with the car until it's been to the detailing shop, since those guys are the professionals. I'm good at detailing, but I'm better at the maintenance side of things. I could do a two-step correction and coat this myself, but the end result wouldn't quite be as good as the shop, you know, because those guys know exactly how to do the job as efficiently and get the best result as possible. Whereas with me, I might have to play around with different pads and polishes to find a combination that works the best. Those guys know exactly what to use because they've done so many cars, obviously. But yeah, super excited. We'll be there in a minute. I'll take a short video once I drop her off. Just about to pull in now. Alright, so dropping the car off. Definitely needs a really good clean. Still has all the sticky stuff on it from the transportation stuff. Over here, Shine Detailing in Yorba Linda. Can't wait to get the paint all dialed in. Can't see anything here because it's too shaded, but the paint really needs, you can see, it's kind of casting the light here. You can see it just has the normal love marks on it. So come back in a few days and this baby is going to be dialed in. I can't wait. Bye bye, Camaro. Alright, so here we are. It's about 4 days later because we crossed over the weekend, and we are back at Shine Detailing here in Yorba Linda. So I'm going to go inside and then we'll see the car, what it looks like with the new ceramic coating on. The car's had a two-step correction and a detail inside and out, and crystal serum light is the coating we applied. So yeah, let's go inside and take a look at the car. All right, excuse the wind noise. It's kind of windy out here. But here she is, fresh out of the ceramic coating. As I said, a two-step paint correction and then crystal serum light. You can see these kind of carbon flash glittery stripes. Didn't love the stripes at first, but now that I have them on the car, I like them. Kind of breaks up the blue. Now they're not to everybody's taste, but on this particular car, especially with the convertible top being black, I think the stripes do work kind of well together. And then obviously with my gloss black 1LE front lip, it just kind of ties together. I do like the way that looks. So the wheel faces have also been coated. So these have ceramic coating on them too. I already ceramic coated the calipers. I did that at home myself before I brought it in because I didn't want to pay for a wheels off coating. I just did the barrels of the wheels and the calipers myself before I brought it in. But you know, you can see in there, these wheels and brakes are completely dialed in. Yeah, they look sweet. Fabrics all brand new and perfect and clean. You can see here we're near to some trees, so I'm already getting a little bit of some leaves on the paint. See if I can lift this off without moving it around. There we go. Didn't want to touch it and scratch it around, but yeah, she is all nice and clean. Yeah, she is looking so good. Love this color. This is the one I had to have. Check the interior out. Interior is all dialed in. All the leather's been cleaned. All the dash has been cleaned. It had a lot of like funk from the plastic protection that was on a lot of the plastics. So that's all dialed in. All the doors. Glass has been polished. Also has glass parency coating applied to all the glass, so that should help with making my life a little bit easier when it comes to cleaning the glass. Also the panel that's inside the roof here, when the roof goes down, that panel has also been corrected and coated, so they did that whilst they had it for the last few days. So yeah, engine bay has also been gone over, so the engine bay's all dialed in. I keep saying dialed in, that's my phrase right now, because this thing is looking money. Yeah, she's looking so good. So good. All right, let's take this home. Here we go, driving it home. Looks like somebody got unlucky over there. You can already see, just looking down the hood, how glossy this paint is. Woo-wee! Look at that. Looks so good. So the car only has 74 miles on it. You can see, cruising nicely. Hopefully I'm not going to smash too many bugs on the way home. Would be nice to keep the car clean, at least for a few days before it starts to get dirty. But yeah. Oh wow, how funny. There's literally a Tesla coming around me in a very similar colour, but that's actually a matte. It's a matte wrap. Can't really see it too good, but that's funny. I bet he wishes he was driving a Camaro. Anyway, yeah, let's get this home. Get it in the garage. And yeah, I'll get some video once I get it home. Alright. Got the car home. Managed to avoid hitting any bugs on the freeway. That may sound ridiculous, but I really didn't want to smash the whole front of the car up in bugs, because I'm not supposed to wash this for a minimum of 7 days since it just had the coating done. So I really would have preferred not to get the car absolutely covered in dead bugs when it's going to be maybe 2 weeks until I wash it. So I think they actually cure it with UV lamps to kind of speed up the process of the coating curing. So it's just going to continue to cure over the coming few days if it's not fully cured already. Look at that colour. I love the blue. This blue, it just pops. It's just one of those colours that just kind of grabs you by the eyeballs. To me, this colour is everything with this car. It just makes the car so much more fun. I love the side profile with how narrow the window is. I know that people complain about the visibility, but I have no problem at all. I can see out of the car just fine. Probably helps with the convertible because of the side window. I don't have that B-pillar in between the door and the rear window. For me, obviously, this is basically all glass going from there to there. But I don't find visibility a problem. I just use my mirrors if I need to see what's beside me or behind me. It's not a big problem. But yep, really needed this polish and ceramic coating. It needed it because it had so many swirls on it from the dealership. Even though the dealer just gave it a wash when it came off the transporter, they managed to swirl it up real good because the car was covered in dirt from transport, and they just gave it a quick wash before it was put out on the lot. I saw this car the first day it was out on the lot. They received it in an evening time, then they washed it and put it out on the lot the next day, and I went to view it that evening, so it had already been cleaned up by the dealership, which is probably how the paint got swirled up so nicely. But they polished everything. They even polished the vinyl stripes, so everything's been ceramic coated. Paint looks great out in the sun. This was just a two-step. Didn't go heavy with the compounding or anything like that because this is a brand new car, so I want to preserve as much clear coat as possible. There was one tiny little boo-boo that I found on the clear coat, almost like a high spot, which I noticed after I washed it, which was over here. They used a tiny bit of 3000, sanded and polished it, and it's absolutely flawless now. Yeah, you can't see, but there used to be a little boo-boo right there, but they got rid of it for me. So I'd only trust them to do it. I didn't want to try and do that myself. But yeah, there she is. Ceramic coating applied, crystal serum light. So this should last 5 years. That's what they say. This car is going to be in the garage when it's not being driven, so it should last, hopefully, the full time. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Just thought I'd capture for a little bit of vlogging, just to show the car being picked up from ceramic coating, and yeah, initial impressions. She looks great. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.